vibrations. So, for example, you may know when you have people like Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo, who were such deep souls. They connected to something very special, very deep, very spiritual. And their art, when you look at it, why is the Mona Lisa so famous? There is something in it other than their mastery of the arts, obviously, that they know exactly how to structure it. There's just something that attracts the people and opens the heart and makes them happy. And if we create music in Saja Yoga, we try to do just that. We have a hope, a desire that the music carries, because music is vibration, right? Music is, it's all these frequencies, that those frequencies arrive over the computer on your end and hopefully touch the one or the other energy center. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see if this goes smoothly, fairly smoothly. Here we go. All right. My name is Sia, as I said. I'm a music teacher. I teach violin and piano. I compose music. I have done choir work, orchestra work, all sorts of different things, and learned a little bit of basic Indian music as well, because it's very deep music. I practiced Saja Yoga since '91. So it's a while back, and it's been a journey. It has accompanied me through my life and hopefully made me a better person. But I've definitely held on to Saja Yoga meditation for so many years. And it's always a trial and error. You live your life, you have a roadblock, you go to meditation, and you see how spontaneously it puts you back in balance. And balance is in a way a theme today, or maybe be dynamic. We shall see. We have two themes. So I live currently in Texas, Austin. It's been super hot. Now it's cooled down a bit. So that's me. And I'm a mom of 3 teenagers who all have grown up with this meditation, which is really great. So it was a big help bringing them up. And I think they're fairly balanced, sweet kids. Meditation helps us find balance. You all have learned some basics about what our meditation is about, right? The raising of the Kundalini energy, which you can see here in this orange area, in this triangular bone, which is the sacrum bone. And below the Kundalini is the first energy center, which is connected to our innocence. And then we have 6 more all the way up our central channel. And these energy centers are all linked, as you know by now, to our physical being, to our organs, to our mental state. They affect the way we think, to our emotions. Am I reactive, angry, depressed? That reflects on those energy centers, or other way around. If that energy center is out of balance, I may have this personality. But also to our spirituality. It's literally this journey of this Kundalini traveling upwards is like the journey of evolution. And if you go deeper into it, it really is this how we human beings have evolved, what we have gone through on our journey of evolution, and how each and every energy center brings something else to our growth. And we all are different. Each one of us has a different combination of energy centers that are balanced and energy centers that are blocked. And think of it like that. You go to the doctor, he's not going to give everybody an Advil, right? It doesn't work. We can't all do the same. We can have certain sequence of affirmations, and meditation definitely helps. But if you go deeper, and we all hope you go deeper with us in this course, you will learn what is my individual problem, what is my weakness, and what are my strengths. How can I balance myself? How can I balance my subtle centers and my energy channels? So we have the chakras, the energy centers, and we also have the channel, the left and right channel. So I was planning to talk about left and right channel and imbalance. You're going to have the same topic tomorrow morning, so maybe I'm going to keep it rather short. And we listened to a speech before. But just very briefly about the right and left channel. So when we say right channel, we refer to our body right channel, which switches over at the forehead level to the other side. And there we have the ego and the superego sitting. So typically a person who is using his left, who has a weak left channel, let's say a left channel that's a little bit, so we're out of balance. You either use your right a lot, you use your left a lot, or you shift from one to the other. Somebody who has maybe a slightly weak left channel may have problems on an emotional kind. So somebody who goes too strong to the left side may have tendencies to being depressed, being in the past, being very busy with their emotions, feelings of lethargy, not being able to get yourself to do anything at all. And people who are too much on the right-hand side are maybe in an extreme, too aggressive, too impatient, futuristic, think a lot, and have a big ego. So that's kind of how we could say some people a little bit more right-sided, a little bit more left-sided, or they are switching from one to the other. And when we meditate, we become much more aware of where we are. Today, what do I need today? Do I have to cool down my right side? I'm going in overdrive. Or do I have to use a candle, use heat and help my left side to get out of that lethargy? So let's get into a meditative mood. I'll play a little music for you, and I would like to invite you all to bring your attention inside and feel. It's all about feeling. Let's feel this left. Let's have an attention today, specific attention on our left and on our right side. And the best way to feel this is our hands. When we have our hands open on our lap, then we are able to feel. One hand may feel cooler and one hand may feel warmer. If I'm balanced, both are cool. But if I happen to be weak on one of the channels, then this would be an indication. So let's just have attention on it. So let's go into meditation. Bring our attention inside, have the hands open, take a couple of deep breaths. I invite you all to close your eyes. Make sure you find a quiet corner. Don't run around with your iPad in the hand. We sit down on the ground ideally, or on a chair. Just give ourselves this space, this time. Let's give ourselves this moment of peace we so deserve and so need. The best way to describe meditation is thoughtless awareness. Let's not think about the past or the future. Let's just be in the moment. Let's enjoy existence and see what happens. Maybe we find joy bubbling, coming up from inside, just spontaneously, completely unrelated to anything from outside, but inside. Let's see what we feel on our hands. Are my hands cool? We're going to listen now to a short speech excerpt of Shimadadi, the founder of Satyuga. And whilst we listen to the speech, I want you to be thoughtless. Listen, but be thoughtless and feel, again, what you feel on your fingertips. So if we can see the video now, please. Thank you.
You have got the ego and the superego, both developing gradually. And when they close down, when you are about, say, 12 years of age, they completely close down. You develop the fontanelle bone area into a calcified, thick area, and you become Mr. X, Mr. Y. Your iris develops. So you are all become individuals, separate individuals. And all these separate individuals start working with these two powers that they have got. One is the left power and the right power, just like you use your brake and your accelerator. Now you start learning how to drive. Sometimes you go too much on the emotional side, then you get some sort of shock, emotional side. Alright, forget it. Then they come to the right side, then you start using rationality, your ambition, this, that, and all the rat race you see is the right hand side. All that, sometimes this side, sometimes that side. Then you start balance. This balance, when it is established within you, then you know that you can drive now. You know how to use these two. When that happens, you become a driver. But still you are not the master. When you become the master, you are a realizer. The master is in your heart, is the spirit. He is the one who is the knower of what you do. He knows all about you, but you are not conscious of it. It doesn't come into your consciousness, into your central nervous system. In the center is the parasympathetic nervous system, or I would say this is called as Sushumna, the subtle channel, which gives rise to the parasympathetic. You cannot control parasympathetic at all. Supposing you want to increase the rate of your heart. If you run fast, you can. But you cannot reduce. That is parasympathetic. And this parasympathetic nervous system in the center is kept for controlling these two and giving you the balance. If you overdo something, your heart rate will go up. Then parasympathetic will bring it down. This is the balancing, coordinating, supplying energy in the center. This is the central part.
So let us start our meditation by putting our attention on Mother Earth, and we can place our hands towards or on Mother Earth. If the tech team can share an image. I'll play a little tune connected to this quality of this energy chakra. This chakra is just the energy center of the root chakra that is below the Kundalini energy. And the quality of this chakra, of this energy center, is innocence and purity. So when we have our hands on Mother Earth, let us connect. Let us connect to Mother Earth. We come from Mother Earth, we go to Mother Earth. We're so connected and we forget in our daily life. We have such an artificial life now. We forget how much we're connected to Mother Earth and the nature, and everything around us is happening because of the way we behave. It's all reflected. So, but on another hand, Mother Earth is so powerful. She's so huge, so big. She's such capacity to absorb. And we forget. So we can just ask Mother Earth, please remove all these tensions, remove all these problems, all impurities, make me innocent, make me joyful, just like a child. So now we learned about the right and the left side. Let us work on it. We may already have a little idea of what sort of personality we are mentally. So now we see what we feel. I hope you can see this well enough. This is now going to be, we're going to do this together, but you can very well at the end of the session repeat the exercise that you feel helped you individually better. So we start with our left side. So if I want to clear my left side, I feel lethargic, sad, think about the past. My left hand, my left palm is warm. Then the hand that needs help stays on the lap and the other hand points to the ground. And again, this is something you can do every single day. Balancing your left and right side is going to be so beneficial. You will go through the day so much more balanced, so much stronger. Any sort of attacks will just bounce off because you are firm, you're strong, you have self-confidence, and you're not shaken. Like a tree. Think of like a tree that's just growing wonky to the side. It's more vulnerable than it's straight up. So that's what we're going to do. So let's balance this left side. So if you're sitting on the ground, you can have your right hand on Mother Earth. And we can always, when we meditate, we can say some affirmations, and they're very simple. We speak to this Mother Kundalini energy that is very loving female power. She knows everything about us anyway, so the moment we meditate, she's already working. But we can put our attention is very powerful. Once we have our self-realization, which you all have, then our attention becomes extremely powerful and works. So let's place our attention on our left side, onto our emotions. And in complete surrender, in complete relaxed state, just say, Mother, please purify my emotions. Please cleanse my emotions. Remove any negativity that affects my left side, my emotions. You all have done the affirmation of I am the spirit. So if I'm the spirit, I don't want to identify with anything other than the spirit. And that includes some of these emotions. Mother, please cleanse my left side. You may already feel a little bit of a cool breeze flowing on the left hand. Let us put our attention now on the right side. Maybe we have had a very stressful day at work. Maybe we have been way too much on the computer, which affects our eyes and our thought process. So let's raise the left hand towards the sky, just like a chimney, and all this heat from our right side can go out. The right hand staying on the lap. And say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the heat of my right side. Let's say something like, again, it's very individual. you may want to express something else. Maybe there's something else in your heart you want to ask for. But we can say, Mother, please remove all the anger, all my futuristic thoughts, and all my reactions. Please cleanse my right side. The right side has a very important organ on the right-hand side, the liver. It gets very hot, literally hot on the liver, if we think too much and if we feel very reactive. So a very simple treatment is to put an ice pack on our liver. I do it every night. It helps me sleep, helps you stop thinking about stuff. So let's keep the attention inside, very relaxed. Okay, now let's hold our hands out like this. And let's see, what do I feel? Do I feel a cool breeze, a warm breeze on my hands? Am I more calm? Am I able to be thoughtless even though I listen to Sia talking non-stop? Let's do one more exercise. Take our right hand and follow this path of the Kundalini. Just raise this energy again and again with your attention. It's very important, our attention. Raise it again and again. A couple of times. And then at the top, you can see, can I feel a cool or maybe a warm breeze coming out? This could be just a couple of strands. It's a cool breeze or warm breeze. This is your journey, your individual journey. This is yours. You want to be selfish about this journey. And now let's try with the left hand. Maybe that's the only time we should be selfish, is about our growth and our meditative journey. And in all my selfishness, I'm going to quietly switch off my videos and tell my lovely teenage boys to keep it a little down, because I'm going to make some music and they're chatting in the kitchen. But you please keep your attention on the top of your head. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I hope everybody felt at least a little bit of cool, or maybe a tiny bit of warmth. Warm means something's working, something's coming out. Warmth is usually an indication of, say, something's sitting somewhere that doesn't belong to us and we want to get rid of it. When it comes out warm, means something's working. But eventually we want to feel cool, right? So just give yourself the time to feel cool. It's very often just a question of time to feel cooler. So I'm kind of at the end of the session, and I have one song prepared for you, which I would love to sing. It's actually a song that we made up. We had a beautiful experience on the West Coast just now. There was a a whole bunch of young people who traveled from from Seattle all the way down to San Diego, and they spread this message. They gave people realization. They meditated in the park, obviously always free of charge. It's always free of charge, and they had this. My children joined. They had amazing experience, and then we felt we need to write a song that speaks to seekers. And we were sitting there, and within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, the song was there. It was so spontaneous. The words just came in, and 3 of us were there. So 2 young people and myself. And it was amazing to see like how out of the desire that song was just made itself. So I would love to share that with you today. But before we get to that, I would like to have a tiny bit of a Q&A. So the chat is open for host and co-host only. So put any questions you have or any feedback, maybe about left side, right side, or anything about what you heard in the speech of Shimazuji, put it in the chat. We can have a quick chat about it, and then we end the session nice and early with the song. So over to you. Please go ahead. Any questions you have. And also, as you can see, our team has shared lots of links how you can join our WhatsApp group to communicate with us, to stay informed. So don't feel shy. Write in the chat. Did you feel anything specific? Did you feel a finger tingle? Any question you have, put it in the chat. If this is your first time, come again. We have these sessions for this week 3 times a day. All right, so we have somebody sharing that her left hand is still warm. So that's good. It means you're starting to feel what you need. If your left hand is still warm, again, do the same exercise. You open your left hand, leave it on the lap, and point your hand to the ground. And be very loving and very sweet to yourself, very patient, because our emotions can be a roller coaster. If you follow the course, you will learn that working on the left side, we need light, we need fire. So we use candles to work on the left side, to burn away any impurities, anything that bothers us. We work with the candle on the left side. So stay with us in the course and you will learn how to work on your left side. But for now, whoever still feels warm on the left hand, go ahead and point the right hand to the ground. Okay, somebody asks, how long will it take me to feel the cool or hot air? All right, so if you do not feel anything at all, I had that very recently with a lady in the class. I must say I'm also not super duper on my hands. I feel mostly on my body. I feel it tingling, like a shower, like a shower of joy bubbling up very often in sasrara on the top of the head. If you have, but the thing is, if you do not feel on the hands, it can be very, very simple. It can be an issue related to the 5th energy center here in blue, which is connected to the feeling of the hands. So I encourage you for now to just give yourself a little bit massage. Very often it can be that our muscles and our body is already completely stiff, then nothing flows as it should, right? So just massage your shoulder area a little bit. So that's one thing you can do to increase the sensation in your hands. Massage your shoulder area a little bit here. On both sides. The muscle. You don't have to be a specialist. You can feel it very well where it's tensed. That's the 5th energy center of Vishuddhi chakra. And it relates to our communication, to collectivity, to our speech and how we speak. Another thing you can do is rub your wrists a little bit here. So you form a ring, because all the energy centers are also on our arms, on our legs, on our feet, on our head. So it's a very nice exercise to do this. It even works better with olive oil. So if you have some olive oil and you rub your wrists, or even your whole hands with olive oil, it improves the flow. So do that a little bit. Let's all do that. And all the while we can always bring our attention back on top of our head. We can rub our hands. Now try again. Is it cooler? Let me know. So whoever asked the question, be so sweet and answer if you feel it better now that you've done this shoulder massage and wrist massage. Is it cooler now? So don't be upset or don't be hurt if you don't feel it on the hands. It can be very simple. It can just be a little blockage of the fifth energy center. If you feel the joy, if you feel thoughtless, you definitely got your self-realization. Is it cooler? And again, Rome is not built in a day. Some things go fast, some things take longer. Give it a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and do it. But you gotta do it. You gotta come back. Join the sessions, and meditate for yourself in the morning and in the evening, and see how you feel. It's a gradual process. You're definitely not gonna undo everything that has been flung your way in one day. Not yet, maybe. Yeah, give it a couple of days, come to the sessions, but again, use the olive oil, rub your wrists, and don't feel guilty. You will do in all the classes the exercise of I am not guilty. We can do that too, but the right hand. So if we feel guilty, we block that fifth chakra. Keep the left hand open, right hand on the shoulder. I am not guilty. Say it over and over. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Guilt is a myth. It's a self-destructive idea. I'm not going to play into that. Whatever happened, happened. I want to detach from the past. And the future doesn't exist, so I am not guilty at all. I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. You can turn the head a little bit to the right. I'm not guilty. It's getting cooler in the left. Now, let's do also one more exercise and put the right hand on the forehead. And here we say, I forgive everybody, also myself. I forgive, I forgive. Every time you're at work, your head is full of thinking and planning and worries. Say, I forgive. And then spread your fingers and give a nice pressure on top of your head. And rotate here this skin clockwise and say, Mother, let me feel my self-realization. Let me feel this union, this yoga. Yoga means union. Let me feel this connection to myself, to my spirit, and to everyone who has the self-realization, because we're all connected. Let me feel, let me experience, let me discover all the powers I get through the self-realization. And then slowly raise your hand and see Maybe it's a bit cooler now. And then try really high. Stretch your hand really high, all the way up. Maybe it's up there. Stay thoughtless. Don't think. And then you can try the other hand. So I will play the song. Again, it's very new, might make some mistakes, but keep your attention in your heart or on top of your head, with this pure desire to feel and experience. That's the best. Out of the mud like a lotus rises. Out of the mud like a lotus rises. Let my spirit bloom. Let my spirit bloom. Oh. Peace, love and joy. Troubled by chaos all around me. Troubled by chaos all around me. Find the peace within. Find the peace within. Oh. Peace, love and joy. Peace, love and joy. I wanna find myself. I wanna find myself. Mother Kundalini rise. Mother Kundalini rise. Fate has brought me here today. I'm learning how to meditate, the journey deep inside. Whoa, peace, love and joy. Peace, love and joy. I wanna find myself. I wanna find myself. Oh, Mother Kundalini rise. Mother Kundalini rise. High. learning how to meditate, the journey deep inside. Ooh, peace, love, and joy. Peace, love, and joy. I wanna find myself. I wanna find myself. Mother Kundalini rise. Mother Kundalini rise. High, high, So maybe slightly louder and I don't know than you expected, but let's see if the Kundalini rises, it's actually very joyful. It doesn't have to be quiet. So let's see if we feel it again. Last time, and then I say goodbye. Try again, see if you feel cool over the head. And with that, I say thank you. Thanks so much for joining. Really enjoyed being here tonight with so many of you. Please stick to it and start a diary. Write it down. How do you feel? How does meditation make you feel? Because you'll forget. So write it down. How do you feel today? Do you feel good? Is there something about it? And am I interested to go deeper? I want to find out more about this. And we're all here anxious to support you, anxious to run these meetings and programs to help you and help us to go deeper and grow and grow and grow every day. Thanks so much. My name is Sia. Hope to see you soon again. And again, I'm here for the moms every Thursday, same time, same link. Join us anytime. Sometimes we do music, sometimes not. So if there's any feedback, any more questions, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm saying good night. If you want to hop off, thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. I will stay around a little longer for questions. I have lovely messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From Argentina, we have somebody here. Wow. Hello, Argentina. This is wonderful. Sadly, I don't speak Spanish. All right, I hope you continue meditating. Thanks for your messages. Have a good night. Bye-bye, everybody.